reason I moved to LA is because I was living in Chicago, and I wasn't making any money. And I was in a play as an actor. I was an actor first, and I was in a play with a guy who was like, Jeremy, it's so crazy. Like, I just went to LA and I immediately got cast in a pilot. Like, it's so easy. And I was like, and like, because I'd had sort of like an easy time of it getting cast in shows in Chicago, and I was sort of hitting my ceiling in Chicago, I could already feel like, because Chicago's a great city to start out as like working anything, but specifically in the theater, it's like a great place to start out because they like, there will be jobs upon jobs, but you will start to see that like, the same person that's going out to play like an 18-year-old black boy has been going out to play 18-year-old black boys for the last like decade, and I was like, oh, I don't know that I want that to be my career. So I moved to LA and I was like, I'm gonna be famous, and I like auditioned for a bunch of. I had a pretty good agent really quickly. I auditioned for a bunch of pilots, and then I didn't get anything, and I was really depressed. And I worked at Barney's at the time. And one day, randomly, I just was like, I woke up and I was like, I actually like working at Barney's more than I like going to auditions for things that I don't think are well written and that like I don't feel good in. And I'd written a play in college, and I always, and everyone was like, you should be a writer, you should be a writer, you should be a writer, and I really rejected that. But when I was in LA, I realized that like everyone was an actor in this way that like where I was from back home, being an actor was like this like cosmopolitan thing. And like, but like being in LA and being like you're an actor means that you're like a roach or something. Like something you won't like stand back. So I was like, oh, like I'm a playwright. And everyone was like, what? And I was like, I'm a playwright. And I was sort of like, they're playing it, and like, and in LA, people don't want to read screenplays, so they definitely don't want to read a play. But they're very excited that you write plays and not screenplays. So it like kind of like made me like the weird friend of a lot of people.